my name is Kirk Kenton, and today I'd like to show you a few brand new features that just came out in our fall 2014 release of ResponsiBid. In this update, what we really focused on was the flexibility of being able to override some of the bid in person features that, of course, you have set inside of your bidding protocol. And you'll notice here in this test bid, we have a person who lives in a 3-story home, and they got a bid for window cleaning and carpet cleaning. Now, carpet cleaning, that's not such a big deal, but in window cleaning, we flagged a bid in person because we don't know what we're going to charge for ladder work. We need to go out and figure out what it was. And it used to be that in ResponsiBid, it was very, very difficult to be able to decide what you wanted to do in order to kind of facilitate charging for ladder work. But now what we've done is we've made it so that if there is a flag that's causing a bid in person flag, we can actually click on the bid in person cause and just price out what that item would cost. We've already aggregated all the other costs, but we want to figure out what, or if anything, we're going to charge to do ladder work. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and say that just for the sake of really low numbers, I'm going to say we're going to charge $20. It's the same amount of ladder work no matter what package. Maybe it would escalate, but in this particular case, we're just saying that it's going to be $20 of extra ladder work. So now that I've done it, it turned green. I can save and recalculate the bid. And then I want to take you down into carpet cleaning and show you that here we have this little tiny closet. They want a 2x4 closet done, and of course, they have pet stains in it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, and maybe in our basic package, I'm only going to charge maybe just a couple extra bucks because the extractions, I'm going to spend a little extra time on it. But for deluxe and premium, that's where I'm going to really focus on, pet stain removal. So maybe I'll do that and do some sanitization, deodorization. Just for the sake of numbers, I'll put that in. So now that I've overridden everything, I can go ahead and hit save. I can do that. I should also point out that if you want to ignore it, you can just simply click on ignore and not charge anything. But in the case of the window cleaning quote, you can see that our ladder price has now been put in, but you can see that they only had 4 regular panes, a couple screens, a couple tracks. This is a tiny, tiny job, and we were told they lived in a large house. So we've got the house size minimum coming into the rescue, kind of putting a price floor, and also they live in, where do they live? North Hollywood. So being they live in North Hollywood, we have a minimum charge for that service area as well. Well, let's just say for whatever reason, oh, and we also have a trip charge on top of it. So I think we're charging like $12 or $15 to go out to North Hollywood on top of all the regular prices. So now what we can do is we can actually decide, you know what, we're still going to charge the area minimum, but we're going to get rid of the house size minimum. Or you can get rid of all of those minimums altogether and just simply save it, and it will rerun the bid and go ahead and let those numbers come through without the minimums. Now in this case, you can see that we didn't worry about house size minimums, but we definitely worried about the location minimums. So again, we could turn that off as well, but maybe we say, no, I'm going to leave that on. I'm just going to get rid of the trip charge. We're still going to have to bring a truck out and do it, but it's such a small job. The area minimums will be fine. I don't need to charge an extra amount of trip charge. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save there. And you can see that in this case, it went ahead and did the calculation. It added the trip charges to each of the packages, and now when we go to combine, maybe we feel really good about that. And we got the trip charge that we want in one package, and we're worrying about location minimums for certain purposes here. But again, you can remove anything and save it as you see fit. So now that you're able to go in and override all these minimums, that's really cool. But let's say that the new adjust feature, we want to maybe either give them a discount or whatever. We've always been able to go into a package and add either a percentage or a dollar amount, and then say how much, what percent extra we want to charge per package, or a dollar amount we want to charge per package. So in this case, let's go ahead and say, let's say we're not going to do this. We're going to do a discount. So let's say that we're going to take 10% off because we're having a spring special. Okay, and this is a one-time discount. We're not going to give it all the time, but just for this job, we're going to. So I'm going to add that to from the premium down to the deluxe, and maybe we'll only offer it for those 2 packages. But if I wanted to, I could just add it below. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just do those 2, and that will go ahead and apply the discount. And then once that discount's been applied, you can see that those numbers came down, and those numbers came down, and maybe here I want to go ahead and fix the prices. So this is another neat feature that you can do. So 42 and 55, that's maybe a little bit low. Let's go ahead and make the deluxe package. We'll go ahead and make that an even 99 bucks. So I'm going to take that and go, instead of worrying about figuring out how many dollars to add to it, I'm going to use the new fixed feature. And I'm going to go ahead and just take that right up to 99 bucks. And I'm just going to say round numbers. This is just for your own use internally. Round numbers, even though 99 is ironically not round. And this is not a one-time thing. I'm just going to fix this person's price to 99, and then I'm going to say this one I'm going to fix it to 79 bucks. And again, just to kind of round out some numbers and make it look right. And now that the fixed prices have been added in, you can see that we took those prices to just a fixed number using adjustments, which is something that you couldn't necessarily do before. You'd have to do the math and figure it out. Where here we actually just took a percentage off. So the new adjust feature is really, really slick. It gives you really infinite possibilities of what you want to do, and it makes it as absolutely easy as possible. So that's how the new adjustments and overriding of bid in person options works inside of the new ResponsiBid feature.